Here we have a third type of turning point. Remember, at turning points, dy dx is equal to 0. The tangent is horizontal. And we can see that's the case here and here. This type of turning point, which either goes positive, then 0, then continues to be positive, or negative, 0, and negative, is called a horizontal, and it's important to stress the horizontal, point of inflection. The reason that it's important to stress the horizontal is that there are points of inflection which are not horizontal. But since they're not horizontal, they're not turning points. So a horizontal point of inflection is a type of turning point, a point at which the tangent to the curve has gradient 0. Once again, we can investigate these with a sine table. We know what a sine table looks like from the previous examples. We have x and we have dy dx and a picture in the bottom. We need 3 values of x. The middle one is where the turning point actually happens, for example at 2. We take a point to the left and a point to the right, provided there are no other turning points in between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Otherwise we need to take points closer to 2, so there are no turning points in between. For a point of inflection, we either get the situation like the top here, where dy dx is positive, 0, and then positive, and the picture is up, across, and then continuing to go up. For the other situation, like the bottom diagram, our sine table would be constructed in the same way, but what would happen with dy dx here is that the values would go negative, 0, then negative. Drawing this down, across, and then down, we can see the shape. If we consider the second derivative, d2y dx squared, which we found was positive for a minimum and negative for a maximum, we do find that it's always equal to 0 at a point of inflection. However, this is no good as a way of deciding whether we have a point of inflection or not. We can find situations where d2y dx squared is equal to 0 for maxima and for minima, as well as points of inflection. If d2y dx squared is greater than 0, we do always have a minimum. If it's less